Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin. Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Live from Toronto, Ohio, Ohio Valley Sports Online presents high school baseball at the Red Knight Complex, showcase style. And today, the Toronto Red Knights will host the PBR Classic, 4 games of some of the best competition in the state of Ohio. Today's game is brought to you by our VIP sponsors, Apollo Pro Cleaning, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Marcino Enterprises, Capital Recovery Systems, Tri-State Security and the Heineman family, Cedar One Realty, Steubenville Bakery, Swearens and Bat Company, Straub Automotive, Electric Oak, Anthony Mining, the Carpellotti family, Ohio Motor Group, M&M Hardware, Tudor's Biscuit World, IBEW Local 246, Factory Finish Detailing, Riley Petroleum, Wheeler Law Offices, Windfall Fundraising, Express Car Care, and Express Car Wash. Good morning, everybody. Paul Zorni, Jason Jenkins, Dan Vogel here in Toronto for a great event. Just takes place in very few places in the state of Ohio. The PBR Classic Prep Baseball Report. Just their scouting outfit. They put these classics together, and Coach Perkins was able to get one here. And Paul, we're going to see 4 good games today.
Absolutely, Jace. Yeah, the first game, the Clay Eagles comes in with a 4-1 record going against Canfield Cardinals. Comes in at 2-1. Jace, there's some notable players out there. You know, kids going to go play at the next level for both teams. So this should be a good one here, Jace.
Yes, sir. Canfield featuring a number of college prospects. A.J. Hervella going to Marshall University. Connor Miller, Marietta. Today's pitcher, Michael Patelis, is a D1 recruit not committed yet. Jack Davis, Notre Dame College, and Ben Slanker going to Ohio University. So, I mean, very notable players. And I was looking at the Oregon Clay. Right now, they've got a guy not even in the lineup today going to Bowling Green, C.J. Bordeaux. But Clay, a very highly touted Division I school. They're ranked 17th right now in Max Preps and on all of Ohio. And they have a lot, Paul, of Division I players from their school that went actually pro baseball. Look, last night they have 16 former players that played in the NFL or NBA, Major League Baseball from 2010, on back. And so this is just a school with great tradition. They came down last night. They played the Red Knights in a great game. Toronto jumped out on them 2-0, and Oregon Clay was able to come back and give Toronto their first loss. That's 7-2. So we expect to see some great baseball. This game will be followed up by Toronto versus the Akron Norton Panthers. And you and I will be in the first 2, and then the last 2 games will be called by Coach Ray Salkowicz and Coach Timmy Provenzano. So just excited to be here, Paulie. A little bit cold this morning, but should warm up a little bit. Looking forward to some great baseball.
Yeah, the sun's out. It's going to warm up in a hurry here. It's supposed to, I think, maybe possibly get to the 60s. It's going to be a beautiful day for baseball.
I want to thank our VIP food sponsor for today, Margaret's Cafe here in Toronto, Ohio, supporting their hometown Red Knights. Great job, Margaret's, for the food this morning, and we really appreciate it here at Ohio Valley Sports Online. Looks like Jason Vane behind home plate. I'm not sure who the other 2 right now. Okay, Steve Seminara and Scotty Hatcher. That's AD Mark Farrell here on hand. Thank you very much, Mark. Also, folks, Swearings and Bat Company, one of our sponsors today, has a bevy of special events going on. Their shop and showroom will be open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. JP will be there taking orders for anyone who would like a wooden bat, which they're beautiful wooden bats. They'll have coal-fired pizza from Stokes, wood-fire pizza. Some of the bats will be on display down here below the press box with flyers for anyone to take. So give Swearings and Bat Company a look, folks, and go support one of our great sponsors. Head coaches are at home plate. Gary Neidl, head coach of the Canfield Cardinals, 2-1, as Paul said. They beat Warren Harding 7-0. They beat Warren Harding 8-2. They lost to Ursuline 5-2. In their 3 games, Paul, they scored 17 runs for a 5.6 average. They've given up 7 for a 3-run average, while Oregon Clay 4-1. They started out with winning over Perrysburg, Maumee, and St. Ed's. I think it was St. Edwards. They lost to Massillon Jackson 4-3 before beating Toronto last night. In their 5 games, they've scored 19 runs for a little bit average, a little bit of 3.6. They've only given up 7 runs. So they less than a run a game, or a little bit over a run a game, 1.6. So it looks like they have great pitching and great defense. Not a lot of runs given up by the Oregon Clay Eagles.
All right, speaking with AD Mark Farrell, he said Clay is going to be something to see. Going to be very impressive here, he said. So I'm looking forward to it, Jace.
Yeah, just a great day of high school baseball. We're a few minutes away from the start of the game. Let's take a short break, Dan. We'll do a little quick commercial, give our sponsors a little press time. We'll be right back with PBR Baseball here in Toronto, Ohio, right after these messages.
There's nothing like the sound of a ball solidly hit off a wooden bat. At the Swearingen Bat Company, all bats are handcrafted for you. Their focus is on a player's specific needs. The perfect balance with a perfect handle should be a smooth extension to the batter. Visit the Swearingen Bat Company online at swearingenbaseball.com or look them up on Facebook. Get that perfect quality wooden bat handcrafted locally just for you. There are plenty of models for all levels of play, and they also make great gifts for your special player. You can even choose your own design right down to the specific color. Make sure you visit the Swearingen Bat Company today. Premium quality custom wooden bats, locally made. The Swearingen Bat Company is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Marcino Enterprises is your complete auto and truck repair center. Marcino Enterprises also offers towing, tires, and vehicle undercoating. You can visit Marcino Enterprises at their new location across from the Winter Drive-In on 43 for 24/7 roadside assistance. Save this number in your phone right now, 740-282-8880. That's an easy number, 740-282-8880. Marcino Enterprises does it all: towing, tires, repair, and vehicle undercoating.
We here at Village Sleep Center know that everyone deserves a good night's sleep. That's why we are committed to offering you the very best quality mattresses and bed sets at the most affordable prices. We offer the Valley's largest selection of Serta, especially the iComfort and iComfort Hybrid.
Village Sleep Center is conveniently located at 2528 Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville, or call them at 740-264-5151. Village Sleep Center is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
This game is brought to you by Express Wash Touchless Car Wash on Sunset and Express Care Car Wash in Wintersville. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whatever your schedule, you can be sure to get your vehicle clean at either of these two convenient locations. Car cleaning made easy. Express Wash and Express Care Car Wash is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
The Steubenville Bakery has the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley. They're open Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It's been a tradition since 1937. They are located at 525 South Street. That's Steubenville Bakery, the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
This high school event is brought to you by AT&T on Sunset via the AT&T wireless network. Remember, don't text and drive, it can wait. AT&T on Sunset is a proud sponsor of this high school event.
And we are back here at Toronto as the Clay Eagles take the field. Paul, he's going to go ahead and give you the starting lineup for Data Hall of Famer Paul Zorni.
Leading off for Clay Eagles is Christian Mays. He'll be playing center field. Kay Wilkins will be holding down the shortstop position. Jared Horstein will be in right field. Jace Kennedy is on the mound. Alex Sutton will be third base. Ethan Stagger left field. Brendan Hazuda will be doing the catching. Vinny Gallagher will be at second base, and Grady Spears will be at first base for the Clay Eagles, 4-1 here.
And Canfield coming to bat here. You want go ahead and you want to go to them, Paul, too?
Okay, for Canfield leading off, we got A.J. Avrila playing third base. Ethan Prout will be shortstop. Ben Slaker, center field. Michael Patalis will be on the mound. Logan Kavevak, how you say that, Jace?
Logan
Kavevak, yeah, I'm
Logan
sorry.
Kavevak,
Logan Kavevak will be DHing for Tanner Stricko, who will be at second base. Zane Jandala will be in right field. Dylan Mancini will be doing the catching. Stephen Mazik will be at first base. Jack Davis will be in left field for Canfield Cardinals. They're 2-1, Jace.
Yes, not too No wind blowing a little bit out to
Right center.
right center, exactly.
I'm not
42 degrees right now here in Toronto for our start. And we are ready to play ball. Jason Vane behind the plate. Steve Seminara down at first. Scotty Hatcher at third.
Canfield, the third baseman, number 12, A.J. Havrilla.
A.J. Harrella leading off. Marshall University commit. Patelis on the mound for Clay, and we are ready to go. First pitch. Fastball down the middle.
You got a little bit of velocity there, Jace. He brought that one in there.
Outfield playing straight away. 1-0 pitch. Fastball outside. 1-1.
He's not taking any time on the mound. He's getting the ball, and he's getting ready for delivery immediately there.
Starting from the stretch, too, Paul. That ball fouled out of play. 1-2 strikes quickly. As Patelis is bringing it, Paul.
Yeah, so far we've seen 3 fastballs. I mean, you know, he might be the pitcher. You know, you're going to have to beat my fastball before you see anything else.
Right.
You know, he's first time through the lineup. He's probably going to try to get through there with mostly fastballs.
After sets up an outside corner, hits him with a curveball, and he just missed inside. 2-2. It's a sharp bender right there, too, Paul.
Well, Jason, I saw a little bit of laces there. I don't know if that might have been a split finger or something.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, I picked up the laces, so that might not have been a curveball.
Avrilla works it to a 3-2 count.
Yeah, AJ, he's, you know, as all leadoff hitters, you know, trying to get on base anyway, anyhow. Seen a lot of pitches. Oh.
Yeah, hits him on. So he went from 1-2. Avrilla works a walk, or a hit by pitch, excuse me.
Batting second for the Cardinals, the shortstop, number 8, Ethan Prout.
Ethan Prout. Now bidding for Canfield.
Jace Kennedy, he's a senior for Clay, Jace. So yeah, I'm sure he's been in a lot of big games like this. So the Clay Eagles, they have a lot of upperclassmen playing, you know. And looking over Canfield, they have a lot of sophomores in the lineup for them.
Yeah, Canfield lost. They were a deep team last year. They expected to make a run. They got upset by Struthers, as they were the #1 seed. They got upset by Niles in the Struthers region. First pitch to Prout, high. So he started out 1-2 on the first batter. Ever since, Patel is struggling a little bit.
Havrilla has a big lead there at first base.
Lays a bunt down first baseline. Beautiful bunt. Great sacrifice there by Prout. He does his job.
Jason, you know, a lot of times you see a lot of teams don't even bunt anymore. And when they do, they don't bunt it down the right baseline. You know, when you got a guy on first base, you want to make sure the first baseman's field the ball. You know, and sometimes when you see teams bunt and kids bunt, you know, they just try to get it down. You know.
Third for Canfield, center
Yeah, we were talking about that last
41,
night. The bigger game, the art of bunting, is, you know, seems lost. Ben Slanker coming up. He's an OU commit. Strike on the outside corner to the big lefty. So I got to ask you too. You know, what's the, you know, you've played, like they said, a Hall of Famer. The weather being 40 degrees. You know, how's that affect that pitch down low, blocked? I mean, see, how's that affect the ball, the travel?
Well, you know, when it's colder out there, you know, the air it's more dense, so the ball's not going to fly, you know, like it would in the summertime. But, you know, these kids are so big and strong these days, you know, that's not going to be a problem. If they barrel it up, you know, any one of these kids probably could leave the yard, you know, because they're big kids, you know.
Our Patelis has hit his spot twice here beautifully in the outside corner. 1-2. Avrella off second, 1 out. A 1-2 pitch. That one sails outside, 2-2.
Like you said, Jace, his off speed looked like it was a pretty good pitch, and he hasn't gone to it too much here. Sticking with the fastball.
2-2 pitch. Inside, high, tight, and gets him swing. He definitely has some heat, Paul.
Yeah, he's bringing it. He's keeping the ball up in the zone, and so far,
Batting fourth for the
Canfield, you know,
Cardinals,
is
the
not. They're not
pitcher,
making him pay
number
for it.
22, Michael
You know.
Patelis.
Michael Patelis is the pitcher. Going to want to help himself here, Jace, with the runner in scoring position.
Kennedy, fastball strike right there.
I don't know if there's a gun down there, but I like to see what he's throwing. There's a curveball,
Yes,
Jace.
and
Missed low and away there. Good pitch, though.
I was going to say, not a bad pitch is Brendan Hazuda. A nice job keeping it down in front of him. Hazuda's got some size to him back there behind the plate.
Yeah, he's a senior also. Your battery out there, both seniors, so a lot of experience. You know, I'm sure the team's looking at them for leadership there.
Pitch just missed outside, 2-1 from Kennedy. Avrilo on second, 2 outs. Here at the top of the first, 2-1 pitch. Beautiful pitch inside corner there, Paul.
Evens it up, 2-2, yeah. As hard as he's throwing, that pitch is going to be tough to handle there, Jace, on the inside corner.
2-2 pitch. Nice stop once again by Zuda.
Blocking it up, keeping a runner there at second.
80-60, oh man.
And he's probably not loose yet.
2-2 pitch. Ball hit right back up the middle for a single. Varela rounding third. He's going to head in. And Patelis helps himself with an RBI single here in the first. 1-0 Kent.
Patelis, that's what you want to do. Like you said, Jace, help yourself there. You know, he's on the mound there. He comes up with a runner in scoring position and delivers RBI single.
That'll bring up
Batting
DH
fifth for
Logan
Canfield,
Kayavec.
designated hitter, number 18, Logan Kayavec.
Patelis with a nice lead off at first. Ball high. And he hit that ball hard, Paul. It caught Kennedy by surprise. Look at him right between his legs up the middle.
Yeah. You know, when you finish your pitch, you got to be ready to field the ball, but that ball's crushed. There was nothing you can do about that.
Fly ball down the right field line. Right.
Horstein's
Sutton over there.
Oh.
Excellent try. Just misses the catch.
Jared Horstein, he laid out there in right field, Jace. He made a great effort. I didn't even think he was going to come close to that, and he made it closer than I thought it was going to be,
Yes,
that's for
he
sure.
did. Great speed by Horston over there. Folks, 4 games today here at the beautiful Red Knight Complex. First one here, Clay and Canfield. After this, we'll have the host Red Knights taking on Norton. Then at 2:30, you'll have Ray Sockotts along with Tim Provenzano, St. Clairsville vs. Marlington, followed up by Harrison Central and Carrollton. Pitch fouled off once again in the right field. Quickly ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Logan Kayavec.
Patelis is getting a healthy lead down there, Jace. I'm looking for him to probably try to swipe a base here and get himself in scoring position. You know, the count's 1-2. Why not take a chance? He's got a big lead. He's going, Jace.
Excellent call. Ball was high inside. Was the tower of Kayavec, and there was no chance of Hazuda to even make a throw, so he swipes that easily. That's why you're the Hall of Fame, Paulie. Good call, buddy.
Yeah, he was. Kennedy needed to look him back a little bit because he had a big lead there, Jace.
Oh, from 1-2 quickly to 3-2.
And Kennedy, no question here, he has to challenge him.
A lot of pitches here in the first inning for ball fouled off down third base side this time. Once again, I want to thank our great VIP food sponsors, Margaret's Cafe. And the side sausage omelet was fantastic.
That is sausage breakfast sandwich, delicious, Jace.
On Kayavek. He's battling there. Another foul ball. Speaking of battling, how about our Buccaneers, buddy? 5-2, the Pittsburgh Pirates.
They went a half game out of first.
Yes, 19 hits last night. And it was great. Did you see, they introduced Andrew McCutcheon coming back. The umpires actually waived the time limit, in the box, let him take the ovation from the crowd, and he was almost in tears.
He's definitely a fan favorite.
Nice job drawing that walk there inside. Excellent at bat from Kayavek, who was down, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That'll bring up Zane Jadala, right fielder.
Batting 6 for Canfield, right fielder, number 7, Zane Jadala.
First and second, 2 outs here in the first.
Swing on and a miss there.
And that was some heat on that too, Paul. He was way well behind that.
Kennedy got 2 quick outs, and then all of a sudden he's struggling a little bit here, Jace.
Pitch just missed on the outside corner, 1-1. That's not a bad miss right there, Kennedy.
That's an excellent pitch, that's for sure.
The Canfield corner, state champions in football as well, Paul.
A lot of great athletes.
Excellent job right there by Jadala to hold off on that pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Patelis on second, Kayavek on first. Three and one.
3-1, guys on first and second here, Jace. It's a perfect opportunity here for RBIs.
That's great hitter's pitch.
Kennedy comes back with a quality strike on the inside corner.
That's great when you're down 3-1. You're able to still hit your location. Runners will be taking off here. Strike 3, inside corner.
Got him looking, Jace. Got him looking for out number 3.
So for Canfield, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 runners left on. After half an inning, it's Canfield 1. Oregon Clay coming to bat. We'll be back after word from these sponsors.
And a half an inning, Canfield 1.
Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Got a sidewalk that needs replaced, or maybe your roof is leaking? How about some new windows? Who do you call? Fort Steuben Maintenance, that's who. Commercial or residential, they can handle most any project, big or small. They also do new construction and renovations. So get a free estimate by calling Fort Steuben Maintenance today and get them started on your next project. 740-283-4890 for Fort Steuben Maintenance.
Down the street, there's a hardware store with great tools, products,
and expert advice.
We've got everything you need because we know the community and we know our customers. So next time you have a home improvement project,
Drop by.
your local True Value hardware store. True Value.
Start right.
Start here.
At M&M True Value Hardware on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville.
Right now, we've got everything you need for that all-important fall cleanup. So hurry in today.
And we are back here in Toronto as the Canfield Cardinals take the field on the hill for Canfield. What was it, Patelis?
Michael Patelis. Jr. Says here he's a Division I recruit, Jace. Hasn't committed yet. He's a junior, and his battery mate, Dylan Mancini, he's a sophomore. So you're seeing a little bit of younger team out there for Canfield.
Canfield has some size too, Paul. They're not a small team either. It'll be, as you said, Massidi catching Patelis. Maschek at first. Stricko at second. Prout short. Avrola at third. Jadilla on right. Slanker in center. And Davis playing left. here in the bottom of the first.
You notice you got a 3-man umpiring crew today. You know, generally in the high school games you only have 2. You know, they got 3 guys umping these games here, Jace.
Yes, that's excellent.
Leading off,
Jason Bain behind the plate.
Big JV.
bottom of the first for Oregon Clay. Center fielder, number 2, Christian Mays.
Christian Mays to lead off, followed by Cale Wilkins and Jared Horston. First pitch, fastball outside from Michael Patelis. An RBI single in the first. One hit fouled on the third, 1-1. Wind picking up again, a little blowing towards right field, Paul.
Yeah, it's picking up a little bit. Patelis out there, he has a headgear on, as do a few of the players for Canfield. You know, having a headgear, keeping their heads warm.
1-1 pitch down in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nice block there.
Mancini, yeah, the sophomore.
Strike on the inside corner. Take something off of that, Paul? Or
It looked like that ball ran in
Yeah.
pretty well. Again, the hitter was ahead of the count, and another quality strike.
Sets up on the outside corner. And breaking pitch in the dirt. Full count. No, interesting. I meant to ask Coach Perkins, in this PBR, is a pitch count in effect? He fouls that one. Off the home plate towards his dugout. Still a full count to Christian Mays. I'd like to welcome the great folks from Oregon Clay and Canfield tuning into Ohio Valley Sports Online today. Another foul ball. Folks, if you would do us a favor, go to our YouTube page and hit subscribe. Costs you nothing. We'll let you know when we're on air, and it helps us out as we strive to gain more viewers and hit a goal of 2,000. 3-2 pitch. What was that, Paul? He hit him.
Well, that ball dropped off the table, Jason. I'm not
Yes,
sure
it
what
did,
it was,
yeah.
but it dropped off the table. And that was a full count pitch.
Second for Oregon Clay. Shortstop, number 7, Cale Wilkins.
Cale Wilkins, the batter for Clay. Wilkins is senior. Curveball fouled off. Where's the pitch count in effect today for this too? You know, is the pitch count in effect for this today? No pitch count. That's awesome. Foul ball to the right side. First baseman Maschek headed over, but goes out of play.
Wilkins in the hole, 0-2 here, Jace.
We were talking about that yesterday, Paul. You know, pitch count's a great thing, but you know, for example, you know, Aiden Manning the other day throwing a great game had to come out. He had 11 strikeouts. You know, strikeouts actually hurt him.
Yeah, obviously when you're striking batters out, you're going to throw a lot more pitches. But you know that rule's there to protect the the kids. You know,
I wouldn't mind seeing it increase maybe 15, 20 pitches just for that reason alone. I'm sure they did the research. He tried to fight it off. He appealed on the first, and he went. Cale Wilkins strikes out. So the first 2 batters
Third
for Oregon Clay.
Right
Patelis' fastball is really running in on the right-handed
Horston.
hitters. That locked him up there. He couldn't hold a swing back.
Yeah, almost like a screwball, huh, Paul?
Yeah, it's backing up on him.
Patelis got a little heat on his pitch too.
Well, yeah, it says here he's a Division I recruit. The right fielder, Horstein, at the bat.
Fooled him there too. Alpha still playing straight away.
Not very deep. They're not.
No. 1-1 pitch. Down in the dirt, blocked nicely It's again by Dylan Mancini. Mancini sets up on the outside corner, and he hits it perfectly. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Patelis is dealing out there, Jace. He's in command right now.
And he gets him. So Patelis strikes out the side here in the bottom of the first. For Clay, no runs, no hits, nobody left on after one complete. Canfield 1, Clay nothing. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Got a sidewalk that needs replaced, or maybe your roof is leaking? How about some new windows? Who do you call? Fort Steuben Maintenance, that's who. Commercial or residential, they can handle most any project, big or small. They also do new construction and renovations. So get a free estimate by calling Fort Steuben Maintenance today and get them started on your next project. 740-283-4890 for Fort Steuben Maintenance.
This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, your connection to Ohio Valley sports. Listen anywhere in the world from any connected device, smartphone, tablets, iPads, and computers. Ohio Valley Sports Online brings you live game action from the guys with over 50 years in radio sports broadcasting.
The Steubenville Bakery has the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley. They're open Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It's been a tradition since 1937. They are located at 520. That's Steubenville Bakery, the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley.
Are you tired of playing on crowded public courses? Do you want to take your game to the next level? Then it's time to join the Steubenville Country Club. No tee times needed, best greens in the valley, the pace of play is like no other, with pristine fairways, challenging holes, and top-notch amenities. And right now there is a special offer. 50% off, that's right, 50% off active memberships. Join today and don't wait for this offer to expire.
We're back top of the second here. Chase Kennedy will face the 7-8-9 here. Dylan Mancini, Stephen Meschek, and Jack Davis. First pitch inside high. Paul, interesting. Jack Phillips, a coach for, or James Phillips, a coach for Oregon Clay, went to college. Played baseball with Toronto's own J.D. Hannon. You know, sort of a link of how they got here at Youngstown State, yeah. Kennedy behind 2-0.
So they played for Coach Mike Florak.
Big Coach Florak.
Bottom of 1-0, Canfield.
2-1 pitch. Right back up the middle. This time fielded by Kennedy. He'll trot it over and flip it to Spears for out number 1.
Yeah, that ball got in there on his fist. You know, it wasn't hit hard.
8 for Canfield, first baseman.
Kennedy did a nice job fielding it and making sure the out there at first base.
Stephen Maschek. Canfield in the blue, they're gray jerseys. White trim. It's trimmed with red and black on the sides. Red numerals, black trim. And Oregon Clay looking like the Oregon Ducks, the green and gold.
Yes, they are, Jace.
Pitch down the middle there, 1-1 to Maschek.
Yeah, Kennedy threw a lot of pitches in the first here. Obviously, you want to cut that down. You know, it's very, you know, it's still chilly out there. You don't want to get tight and hurt his arm.
Yeah, Chris, 42 degrees here this morning in Toronto. A 1-2 pitch. Nice waist pitch, 2-2.
Hey, Kennedy's his fastball has some movement also coming in there.
Maschek crowding the plate to lefty. Full count to Maschek. 3-2, the number 8 hitter. Winds died down again. And he gets him swinging. Third strikeout for Kennedy, out
Batting
number
ninth
2
for
here.
the Cardinals and playing left field, number 28, Jack Davis.
Jack Davis now in the box.
Another lefty, back-to-back lefties here, Jace.
Ball outside. Folks, tune in this week for another great week of high school baseball and softball. As that ball's fouled off, as we will have our schedule out here a little bit later on this weekend up on the YouTube or Facebook page. Thanks to our great producer, Dan the Man Vogel. Dan's ready to start his 30th year of softball coming up, Paulie, here.
God bless him. I hope he don't get hurt.
One of the best hitters in that league. Ball punched down the left field line. And just barely foul.
I thought that ball was going to stay fair.
So did I. And I thought he was going to have a chance of catching it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To number 9 hitter Jack Davis. Jace Kennedy dealing 2 outs here in the top of the second. Foul off again. It's a beautiful Red Knight complex. Nice crowd on hand. Folks, if you're tuning in, go to our Facebook page too. Let us know where you're. That ball hit right back to the pitcher. Bobbles will picks it up, and he's not going to get him.
Wow, Jace. Yeah, hit right at him. He tried to pull it out to make a throw, and it slipped. I don't know if finger's a little slippery or what the problem was there.
Yeah, it seemed like an easy play there for Kennedy, but it'll take us back to the top of the order.
Third baseman, A.J. Havrilla.
For A.J. Havrilla.
He was hit by a pitch the first inning, Jace.
Yes, and he scored on Patella's single. Decent lead once again. Jack Davis off. As the ball gets away. You know, it's going to run her up in scoring position.
Yeah, this second inning's starting to look like the first. You know, you had 2 quick outs. Now getting a runner on, move up with a wild pitch. He's in scoring position now with a humongous lead there at second.
Yeah, nice.
Kennedy steps off.
Nice over Hazuda. Step off there. First inning was brought to you by Apollo Pro Cleaning. Second inning by Forks Tube and Maintenance. Ball hit deep to right field. Down the line, that's a fair ball. On his way to second is Havrilla, and scoring easily is Jack Davis. They make him pay for that error, Paulie. A 2-out RBI double.
Yeah, the fastball was up in the zone, and he just kept his hands inside, and he drove the ball down the right field line. And it was, you know, Horstein had no chance of getting there because it was hit on a rope. You know, Kennedy, he needs to, you know, start getting work the knees a little bit, Jay. Some pitches are up in the zone.
Yeah, working high strikes as opposed to, you know, keeping you right. Ethan Prout, who sacrificed last time up. Ball inside high. Beautiful double there. A pitch outside once again. He breaks the third, and there's no throw. Excellent read by Havrilla. As soon as the ball hits that tire, I shouldn't say dirt.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Raymond was yelling, you know, about that because it's always in the dirt. He said it's turf, it's not dirt.
2-0 pitch. To Prout, and struggling once again, as you said, Paul. He got the first 2 outs just like the first inning, and then just that routine ball hit back to him that was bobbled.
Yeah, I mean, Canfield has 2 hits and 2 runs, you know, so they're making the most of their runners on. You know, they're very aggressive. So we're looking here. Proud will probably be running here, I would imagine.
Center fielder Ben Slanker, the OU commit. Coach Phillips calls time. He wants to go talk out to his pitcher. We'll take a 30-second break, too, here You're listening to PBR Showcase Baseball on Ohio Valley Sports Online.
There's a good chance if you're from the Ohio Valley, you'll remember Brad Pavlik from his days as a Crusader at Catholic Central High School. And his name will bring back some great memories. These days, Brad's a big supporter of all area local high school teams. Well, here's a reminder that Brad now manages Barrel Toyota and Barrel Ford. And he'll be glad to see you, whether you're looking for a car or just dropping by to say hello. A hometown favorite at two great hometown stores. Get a hometown deal from Brad Pavlik at Barrel Toyota in Cranberry Township and Barrel Ford in Zelienople.
And we are back as Coach Phillips heads to the dugout. Coming up, Ben Slanker struck out in the first. Big lefty heading to Ohio University. First pitch fouled away.
Took a healthy hack at that, Jace.
Yes, he did.
He was on it.
And Paul, if you're Proud and Coach Neidl, when's he going here? Or is he going?
100%. But as we've seen, the catcher for Oregon has a cannon back there, so.
Yeah, I want to see that. That's a nice, huge lead once again by Proud. There he goes. And he drops the ball. No throw.
Yeah, it looked like I might have been playing on there because Proud, he took off and he actually stopped to get a rundown, Jace, it looked like. But, there was the ball was bobbled, so he just kept going and got the second base.
1-1 to Slanker, second, third.
Ball
driven to right field. Going back and it's caught.
Horstein made a nice play.
Jared
Nice.
Horstein, you're right, Paul.
Wow.
We're out number 3. But once again, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 men left on.
1 run, 1
After
hit.
1.5. It's now Canfield 2. Oregon Clay nothing and coming to bat.
Marcino Enterprises is your complete auto and truck repair center. Marcino Enterprises also offers towing, tires, and vehicle undercoating. You can visit Marcino Enterprises at their new location across from the Winter Drive-In on 43 for 24/7 roadside assistance. Save this number in your phone right now, 740-282-8880. That's an easy number, 740-282-8880. Marcino Enterprises does it all. Towing, tires, repair, and vehicle undercoating. Ohio Motor Group has 3 locations, Steubenville, Bridgeport, and St. Clairsville. Let Ohio Motor Group show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car. They believe in fair pricing, superior service, and treating every customer right. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find a car that is fit for your budget. Ohio Motor Group with 3 locations to serve you. Check them out right now. OhioMotorGroup.com. Find your next ride.
And we are back here at the bottom of the second, joined by Red Knight coach Brian, Hall of Famer as well, Brian Perkins. Here, Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And just tell us, it's got to be exciting to bring the PBR Classic here.
Yeah, first of all, thank you guys at Ohio Valley Sports Online for covering our these games today. It's all this great talent into our part of the state of Ohio, and looking forward to a great day of baseball.
First pitch down low to Jace Kennedy. Coach, tell us, what did it take to get this here? I mean, I know you played in it last year.
Well, I been fortunate to get to know a lot of the guys at PBR, and it's a great service they do in the state of Ohio, and they were looking for places to host, and I reached out and told them we have real nice facilities and can get top-notch programs in, and it all just kind of came together, and we're thankful to have it's area teams around here to be able to get some publicity.
Foul ball off 2-2. Kennedy, I know Coach Phillips played with JD. I had a part in getting them here, but how'd you get Norton and Marlington? Just through your connections?
Yeah, I just got to know a lot of the coaches, just got on the phone and knew some of the top teams around, and had an idea what they were bringing back, and contacted them, and they were excited to come in and play.
Well, not to cut you short here, but I just want to say
Batting fifth
Michael
for Oregon
Patelis,
Clay,
beautiful
third
curveball
baseman,
right there.
number 11,
4
Alex
batters up, 4
Sutton.
strikeouts
That was pretty sick.
for Patelis.
Yeah.
Alex Sutton batting now. You guys, of course, playing right after this. Nice pitching outside corner. Can you tell me a little bit about this Akron-Norton team?
Norton's a Division II team, like you said, out of the Akron area. Top-notch program. They just beat the defending Division III state champs on Thursday, Waynedale. So they're going to come in here with a lot of talent, and we're just looking forward to playing top teams, and it's only going to make us
Batting
better.
sixth for Oregon Clay.
Well,
left
Coach, I want to tell you
fielder,
thank you
number
for
1,
stopping up, and
Ethan Stagler.
good luck today, and thank you once again for having Ohio Valley Sports Online here to cover these games.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
So Hall of Famer Brian Perkins, and he is still dealing, Paulie.
Yeah, he's throwing both pitches for strikes. That was nasty curveball right there.
He's got Sutton to fly out to center for out number 2, the first out that wasn't a strikeout.
Yeah, Slanker, the Ohio University commit, he read that ball and he was on it, man. The ball wasn't hit hard, and he made it look real easy.
0-2 pitch. Catcher sets up one outside and hits the spot exactly. Strikeout number 5 to end the inning after 2 complete. Canfield 2, Oregon Clay nothing. Be back after a word from our sponsor.
3 up and 3 down.
At Softyte Community Federal Credit Union, you are part of a family. Softyte is special because they give members an opportunity to own the financial institution where they do their saving and borrowing. At Softyte, they often charge less for loans and pay more for savings than other types of financial institutions. Softyte is convenient. They're also a not-for-profit institution. All income, after meeting expenses and reserve needs, is distributed to you, the members, in the form of dividends on savings, competitive loan rates, and improved services. Softytes give members a chance to participate in decision-making, something that no other financial institution offers. At Softyte Community Federal Credit Union, you are family.
Marcino Enterprises is your complete auto and truck repair center. Marcino Enterprises also offers towing, tires, and vehicle undercoating. You can visit Marcino Enterprises at their new location across from the Winter Drive-In on 43 for 24/7 roadside assistance. Save this number in your phone right now, 740-282-8880. That's an easy number, 740-282-8880. Marcino Enterprises does it all: towing, tires, repair, and vehicle undercoating.
I was getting ready to say, I'd like to thank our great sponsors for today: Apollo Pro Cleaning, Ford Steuben Maintenance, Marcino Enterprises, Capital Recovery System, Tri-State Security, and Hyman Family, Cedar One Realty, Steubenville Bakery, Swearingen and Bat Company, Straub Automotive, Electric O, Anthony Mighty, and the Carpellotti family of the Ohio Motor Group, M&M Hardware, Tudor's Biscuit World, IBW Local 246, Factory Finish Detailing, Riley Petroleum, Guida Law Office, Windfall Fundraising, Express Car Care, and Express Car Wash Systems, as Jace Kennedy takes him out of third inning for Oregon Clay, facing pitcher Michael Patelis, who singled the first time up. This ball fly to center.
Mays is under it.
As he started the first 2 innings, he's the first guy up, first guy out. That chili looks good.
Smells good, Jace.
I want to give a shout out to our man. He'll be here this afternoon, Coach Timmy Provenzano watching. Also our buddy Bill Bull Davis tuning in, along with the Toronto legend Jeff Wilson. Thank you, folks, for Logan K. Look at the off speed there, was it, Paul?
That was a curveball, Jace. Yeah, had a nice snap to it.
I love when a pitcher can start out in the count, has enough confidence to throw.
Yeah, Coach Perkins was talking a little bit about, before the game, pitchers, throwing backwards, Generally a pitcher will throw that pitch when they're ahead of the count, not on the first pitch, Kennedy's he's a quality pitcher here.
Oh, just missed low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tell you what, we did a game last night, and Aiden Manning, the entire game was able to hit his spots like that, throw his curveball and change up anytime he wanted. 16 strikeouts for the Big Red. Ground ball down the first, handle by Spears. He'll take it himself for out number 2. And Paulie, so far,
right fielder,
first 2 innings, he got these outs. That's what
yeah,
we
you got to get the third out here. You know, Canfield, they're making the most of their base runners. You know, they're getting on and they're stealing the bases and clutch hits.
Zane Gisella, who struck out looking.
There it is again. Base hit.
Infield single right over Kennedy. So 2 outs, runner on. Their third hit of the game. Got to thank our great host here in Toronto, AD Mark Farrell, for having us. Mark Jobs never stops running the scoreboard.
And Mark Farrell, he's one of the best, I'll tell you that.
Mancini grounded out to Kennedy his first time up, and he starts him out with a beautiful curveball.
Curveball strike, yes.
Top of the third here, Canfield up 2-0. Runner on first and 2 outs. Batter calls timeout.
I think Kennedy, he needs to maybe throw over to first a couple times.
We talked about that. You're right, Paul.
Keep the runners.
Because not only they're getting, nice big primary leads, but their secondary leads are even bigger. I like to see, we said earlier, Azuda has a cannon back there. I'd like to see him snap one down there maybe.
Yeah, I mean, the runners they're getting big leads, and, as soon as he moves, they're taking off, so.
He steps off. 1-1 count.
Azuda goes out the mound there, Jace. He's having trouble. When the runners were stealing, he was having trouble, gripping the baseball. He dropped both of them when they were stealing.
Yeah.
That ball might be a little slick, as cold as it is.
A 1-1 count. Zadala off of first. Nice big lead once again. Fastball outside corner. Wasn't able to catch up with 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nice slide step there, Jace, by Kennedy. Getting the ball to the catcher quick. A little slide step.
Big lead once again. Pitch bounces and gets away. Gets it down to second once again. Paul, we talked about it. They got a runner in scoring position after getting the first 2 outs. See if Mancini.
See if he can come up clutch with a runner in scoring position here, Jace. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Canfield finding a way to get runners in scoring position. And then they're converting. Singles to get the RBI.
Right to the outside corner, and he knew it too. I think it's the backwards K. Mancini just turned around and started walking away. So for Canfield, one hit, no runs in the inning. After 2.5, Canfield 2, Oregon Clay 0. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
Are you tired of playing on crowded public courses? Do you want to take your game to the next level? Then it's time to join the Steubenville Country Club. No tee times needed, best greens in the valley, the pace of play is like no other, with pristine fairways, challenging holes, and top-notch amenities. And right now there is a special offer. 50% off, that's right, 50% off active memberships. Join today and don't wait for this offer to expire. Call PGA professional John Denholm today at 740-264-2821. The Steubenville Country Club is a great place to play.
There's nothing like the sound of a ball solidly hit off a wooden bat. At the Swearingen Bat Company, all bats are handcrafted for you. Their focus is on a player's specific needs. The perfect balance with a perfect handle should be a smooth extension to the batter. Visit the Swearingen Bat Company online at SwearingenBaseball.com or look them up on Facebook. Get that perfect quality wooden bat handcrafted locally just for you. There are plenty of models for all levels of play, and they also make great gifts for your special player. You can even choose your own design right down to the specific color. Make sure you visit the Swearingen Bat Company today. Premium quality custom wooden bats, locally made. The Swearingen Bat Company is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Number 5, Brandon.
And we are back here in the bottom of the third. 7-8-9, Brendan Hazuda, Vinny Gallagher, and Grady Spears to face Michael Patelis. So far it's been brilliant. What a beautiful start here to the third.
Yeah, Jason, it just goes to show you there. Patelis, they said he's about 82, 83 on the but he's throwing fastballs in and out. They're moving, and he's throwing a curveball for strikes.
That ball hit pretty hard there by Hazuda, but right to the left fielder.
Jack Davis made a hard line drive, make it look easy there, Jason.
You're right. Good call, Paul.
Second baseman, number 19.
You know, you're an outfielder. You know what it's like when that line drives hit right at you. You know, you're not sure if you're, to get back or come in or what you're supposed to do there.
Vinny Gallagher, his first at bat. It seems like it's warming up a little bit out there. Still no wind, but a beautiful day here in April.
I think it's the first time Patelis fell behind a hitter. 2-0. We'll see if Clay can get their first base runner.
He comes right back outside corner fastball.
Gallagher took a big rip at that, Jace. Big lefty.
I'll tell you what, Clay, or Patelis for Canfield. It's guys like him that this PBR is all about because, he's a D1 recruit. Hasn't decided we don't know where he's going, but, this will definitely help get him out there because that looks fantastic.
Looked like a change up there, Jace. That's, if you notice, he had the same motions, same techniques, with his changeup, which is very important. You don't want to tip off the hitter that you're throwing a changeup.
3-2 pitch, and he gets him swinging. Strikeout number 6 to end the third. Or excuse me, that's the second out. Jeez, I thought it was 3.
Yeah, just.
Batting ninth.
Grady Spears.
Grady Spears.
Number 9, Grady Spears.
Outside corner sets up. Ball stays inside. He'll foul off. Yeah, I wrote that in the wrong spot there. As Spears is now up for Clay, located suburbs in Toledo, out just on the east side of Toledo, right on the river, or lakefront, excuse me. 0-2, curveball
comes, he got behind last hitter. He's not giving Spears a chance here with 2 great curveballs.
Oregon Clay's got somebody warming up in the bullpen. Ball high.
Fastball raised his eyes. He's probably going to come back with a curveball here.
1 ball, 2 strikes a pitch. Ball fouled off. Dave was not able to get there. So we'll do it again, 1-2. To Grady's.
So far, Clay, they don't have a base runner.
Ah, you're right. Probably sorry. And they still don't get a strikeout. That'll end the inning. Number 7. So after 3 complete.
After 3.
Canfield 2, Clay nothing.
Oregon Clay nothing.
We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Ohio Motor Group has 3 locations: Steubenville, Bridgeport, and St. Clairsville. Let Ohio Motor Group show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car. They believe in fair pricing, superior service, and treating every customer right. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find a car that is fit for your budget. Ohio Motor Group, with 3 locations to serve you. Check them out right now. OhioMotorGroup.com. Find your next ride.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction projects, whether it's commercial or residential. Make Fort Steuben Maintenance your first call. You can rely on them to be the experts when it comes to roofing, concrete, plumbing, carpentry, just about any job that needs done. Fort Steuben Maintenance, they're fully licensed and bonded and will even give you a free estimate. Fort Steuben Maintenance. You want the number? 740-283-4890. So you're driving the kids to school and you have to turn up the radio just to drown out the horrible sound your car's making. Who knows what you need? You're driving along without a care in the world. Then you notice the engine light comes on. Who knows what you need? You dread having to stop at red lights because your car sounds like it's screaming in pain. Who knows what you need? Napa Auto Care Center in Wintersville knows what you need. They're an established and reputable shop. They know engines, transmissions, brakes, alignments, and anything else your vehicle needs. They know what you need. Do you need the number? 740-346-2120.
And we are back here for the top of the 4th for Canfield. New pitcher for Clay Eagles, Alex Sutton. He'll move from 3rd to the mound.
Leading off,
Jace Kennedy will go over to 1st.
Canfield,
And
first
Anthony
baseman,
Barnes comes into the game at 3rd base. He'll be replacing Grady Spears. The first pitch strike from Sutton.
Mazchek, the first baseman, is leading off the inning here.
We have Mazchek, Davis, and Havrilla. Mazchek struck out in the 2nd. 1-1 count. And I'll tell you what, Paul, Sutton got a little bit of heat on his pitches, too.
Yeah, he's a junior here. Or is he a junior? Yeah, he's a junior.
Pitch on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here at the top of the 4th. Nice job once again by Azuda keeping that ball in front of him, 2-2. Once again, thank you to our VIP food sponsor, Hometown Margaret's Cafe, a staple here in Toronto. Check them out. Great wings, great fish, great food. 2-2 pitch. It's been outside there. Full count. Azuda goes out to talk to Sutton. How about the Canfield Cardinals, Paul? They come down here and play for the 4th game of the year, and they have got their stuff packed and ready. When they leave here, they are heading to play in Myrtle Beach for a week.
I'm jealous, that's for sure.
Yeah, how come we didn't do that when we were back in school? Strike 3, a beautiful location for Sutton.
Sutton comes in the game and does what he's supposed to do. He comes in here, throws strikes. He retires the first hitter with a backwards K there, Jace.
Left fielder,
bring
Jack
up
Davis.
Davis, who got on by error last time and then scored.
Looks like Sutton's starting to field a little bit, Jace. You know, like you said, he has some little bit of velocity too with a nice curveball. You know, these are quality pitchers so far we're seeing here in this 2-0 ball game.
Canfield and Clay, a Division I school. Like I said, they come to the ranked 17th in the state by Max Preps. Folks, check out Swearingen Bat Company today. They'll be open from 10 to 6. That ball down low. And featuring from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Stokes wood-fired pizza. They're at the shop making wood-fired pizza. Also down below the press box, they've got bats on the display. Mike Swearingen and the Swearingen Bat Company, a great sponsor of Ohio Valley Sports Online. He misses there. 3-1 now to Davis.
Looks like Alec, he might be trying to overthrow a little bit there, Jace.
One of the beautiful wooden bats. And he missed. He works a walk. And Paulie's got one of the Swearingen bats right there. Paul, how's that feel?
Oh, man, very balanced. You know, it's a good-looking bat. I wish we had something like this, Jason.
Third baseman, A.J. Havrilla.
Now, did you ever play in a wooden bat league in the summers when you played?
No, I didn't. Nope. All aluminum, Jace.
I know that Ohio Valley Baseball League in the summer, they've changed that to a wooden bat league. Anthony and, Nikki played in.
Yeah.
Nice job by Hazuda.
I think that was a good idea.
Yes. One ball. No strikes. One out here in the top of the fourth. Canfield up 2-0 with Davis on first. Hazuda hit a double in the right center gap to drive him in. In the second, he was hit by pitch in the first and scored. Canfield's first run. So Havrilla had a hand in both runs. Oh, sorry, Mark.
Davis out there, a huge lead. He's running, Jace. I got a feeling here. Sutton needs a throw over.
Yeah, and you know what? You could tell right there. He affected him right there. Nothing happened there, but he took a lot of time on that mound. As he decided, I'm going to throw over, am I going to go to home?
You got to help your catch right here a little bit, Alec.
Havrilla, the Marshall University commit.
There he goes.
And that ball gets away. And in easily second is Davis. Oh, 2-0 for Havrilla. And I keep wanting to see, we see it in warm-ups, throw down a second. But so far when he's told, he hasn't handled the ball yet all 3 times.
Yeah, that pitch was in the turf.
Nice curveball inside corner. We talked about that also behind 2-0, the ability to throw a curveball and throw it where he wanted it.
Yeah, that was, AJ did a nice job, taking that. It was a strike, but it wasn't his strike. He did a nice job laying off,
That's low, 3-1. And Paul, what do you tell your hitters? You coached 2-0, 3-1. What are they looking for?
I was always like a zone guy. If the ball's in your zone, and that's what you're looking for, make sure you get the barrel of the bat and hit it hard. I wasn't all about, don't swing at a curveball, don't swing at a fastball, whatever. If it's in your zone, and it's what you're looking for, go ahead, come unglued.
And that's what Havrilla did right there.
Yes,
with that
he
three.
did.
He took a healthy hack.
He had a double last time.
He said he's going to the University of Marshall. He had a double drive-in one run and scored the first run. A 3-2 pitch. He stays alive.
Greg Beal's an old teammate of mine that's coaching down at Marshall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the head honcho down there.
We'll have to go down and see a game. Get Matt Coleflesh, the Thundering Herd faithful.
One down, runner in scoring position here, Jace. Sutton's got to answer the bell here.
Excellent at bat by Havrilla once again. He holds off, draws a walk now, first and second for Ethan Prout. Sacrificed and walked.
He wasn't going to give in.
Shortstop.
Right there,
Ethan
Jace. It's
Prout.
full count, but AJ was a good hitter. He wasn't going to give in and take a chance of give up another double.
Prout. Ball inside.
Sets up the double play. You know, that walk wasn't the worst thing in the world there.
Right. Davis with a healthy lead off a second. Fastball in the middle, 1-1. Here in the top of the fourth, 2-0 Canfield.
Proud he had to sacrifice bunt in the first and reached on a walk here in the second.
Curveball once again bounces away. That moves runners to second and third. Let me give that Paul wild pitch.
Definitely a wild pitch, yes. Definitely a wild pitch.
2-1 now. And Canfield with 3 hits so far. But making the most of them. 2 runs, second and third, 1 out. 3-1. Infield playing up all the way around. Three-one pitch. Ball 4 outside. Back-to-back walks for Sutton.
Ben Slankard, the 3-hole hitter, bases loaded.
How'd Davis get on?
Center fielder Ben Sniker.
He walked.
So that's 3 walks in a row.
Yeah, he walked.
So after getting the first out via strikeout, Sutton struggling here with 3 walks in a row. Timeout called by Coach James Phillips. We'll take it with him. 2-0 Canfield. Here in the fourth. We'll be back here in a few seconds.
Got a sidewalk that needs replaced, or maybe your roof is leaking? How about some new windows? Who do you call? Fort Steuben Maintenance, that's who. Commercial or residential, they can handle most any project, big or small. They also do new construction and renovations. So get a free estimate by calling Fort Steuben Maintenance today and get them started on your next project. 740-283-4890 for Fort Steuben Maintenance.
And we are back here. James Phillips going out to talk to Alex Sutton here, and a little bit of jam, bases loaded. When he comes back, nice pitch on the outside corner.
That's how it works, right? The coach goes out and talks to the pitcher. Next pitch is a strike.
Slanker struck out in the first, flew out to right in the second.
He's up here with bases loaded. 1 out.
Ball outside.
Alec got himself in a little bit of a jam here. Throwing against the number 3 hitter, bases loaded. Nowhere to put him. 1 out.
Ball inside, 2-1 to Slanker.
These Canfield hitters, I don't see them swinging at bad pitches, Jace.
Very disciplined. You're right, Paulie. Ben Slanker headed to Ohio University next year. 2-1 pitch. Kazuda makes a nice block, and that caught him there. Getting beat up back there today, doing a nice job.
He's limping a little bit there. Ball got him on the inner thigh, it looked like, Jace.
3 balls, 1 strike. And Slanker looking for a pitch here just to unload earlier.
Yeah, 1 spot here. I'm sure that's what he's looking for.
Huge lead off of first. And ball right past the second baseman. Base hit, 1 run in. Here comes the second one. Throw to the plate. Not in time. Slanker, 2 RBI single into right field, making it 4-0 Canfield.
Yeah, Jace, it's, you know, if you're these Clay pitchers, you can't get behind these hitters for Canfield because 1, they're disciplined, and 2, they're good. You know, you got to bear down and, you know, try to get ahead of the count because falling behind here is
pitcher Michael Patelis.
Not good.
Slanker picks up 2 RBIs there. Patelis. That ball gets away, and Slanker takes off down to second. I love the way, too, that once they read the ball, hitting into the turf, they're gone.
Yes, they read it down, and they don't even see if the catcher catches it or not. They see it down, and if it's going to hit the turf, they're taking off.
The fourth Canfield hit. Patelis has a hit. That ball skied straight up. Azuda coming back, stays in play.
Nice play.
And he makes the catch for the second out. Logan Kajavec.
Designated hitter, Logan Kajavec.
Kajavec, he's got some size to him, Jace. He's a big boy.
Yes, he is, man.
If you're Canfield, you got these runners in scoring position. You don't want to leave them out there.
Ball down low. Kajavec got on via the walk and grounded out to first.
Nice fastball right by him there, Jace.
Yeah, beautiful pitch.
Yeah, Sutton, he's sneaky. He can throw it hard when he wants, that's for sure.
That ball fouled off the first base line.
See Sutton, he come out, he's got his back against the wall a little bit, and he come out, he's responding, throwing strikes here, trying to get the third out of the inning here, get his team, back to back with a 4-run deficit.
Doing an excellent job once again, keeping that ball in front of him, playing a tough off the turf. 2-2.
He made a great block there.
Clay has someone else throwing down there on the right field line. 2-2 pitch fouled. So they ought to be out of play off the first base side. Folks, tune in all day. Coming up next, Toronto Red Knights taking on Akron Norton here at 12:15. Scheduled tentatively. After that, St. Clairsville hosts Marlington at 2:30, and then at 4:45, the Harrison Central Huskies take on Carrollton. Ooh, just missed on the outside corner. Full count. And Paul, you mentioned it. These Canfield hitters are so disciplined. Another 3-2 at bat. Ball up the middle, fielded by shortstop Wilkins on the first, and he gets out the end of the inning. But for Canfield, another hit, 2 more runs, 2 men left on. Your score after 3.5, Canfield 4. Clay still looking for their first hit. They've got nothing. We'll be back at the bottom of the fourth after this.
2 runs, 1 hit.
This
2
broadcast is brought to you by Ohio Valley Sports Online, your sports authority. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instantly notified when we go live on our next broadcast, only on Ohio Valley Sports Online.
The Steubenville Bakery has the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley. They're open Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It's been a tradition since 1937. They are located at 525 South Street. That's Steubenville Bakery, the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley.
This game is brought to you by Express Wash Touchless Car Wash on Sunset and Express Care Car Wash in Wintersville. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whatever your schedule, you can be sure to get your vehicle clean at either of these 2 convenient locations. Car cleaning made easy. Express Wash and Express Care Car Wash is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
When you need electrical work for your home or business, you need it done right the first time. The IBEW provides professional electrical contractors and tradesmen that undergo extensive training and apprenticeships to ensure the best service and safety for your electrical needs. Our quality jobs in the community fuel our economy with quality workmanship. We're your International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we are trained to electrify.
The bottom of the fourth for Oregon Clay.
And we're
Center
back,
fielder,
bottom of the
Christian
fourth.
Mays.
Michael Patelis rolling right along, going back to the top of the order here as he's for the first 3, Paul, 9 up, 9 down.
Yep, 4th inning, and they're just turning a lineup over now, Jace.
He starts him out with another beautiful curveball. This fourth inning brought to you by Tudor's Biscuit World. Third inning brought to you was only in Tri-State Security. Tell us so far, Paul, through 7 strikeouts.
Yeah, his curveball is devastating right now to these hitters.
There's a ground ball, slow roll to short coming up, making a throw on to first, and wobbles it there. And he'll be safe at first on the error. I'm going to say E6, Paul.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's Prout just drew the first baseman off the bag, but there's the first runner for
shortstop.
I think Prout, he had a little more time than he thought he did.
Yes.
You know.
But Christian May's on.
Yeah, he made a nice play, but just couldn't get the ball to first.
There's a foul ball. And here's something new. See, Paul, you got a runner on. For Cale Wilkins, who struck out in the first. They get a runner on. First time he's had to pitch from the stretch, Paul.
Yeah, sometimes it bothers pitchers, but I got a feeling Patelis is going to be up for the challenge here, throwing from the stretch.
Excellent block there by catcher Dylan Mancini. 1-1. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike, Mark.
Mays on not a big lead off of first. Mancini setting up on the outside corner. 1-1 curveball stays inside and low.
2-1. Winner of the 50-50.
Seeing a little different styles here, Jason. You know, Clay, and I know they're down 4 runs, but so far they're with the first runner on base. You know, staying put so far.
And not a big lead at all. 3-1 here, so for the first time, Michael Patelis has thrown 3 balls to a batter, Paul, this game.
Yeah, I think one hitter, he went 2-0, then he come back with three straight strikes, but 3-1 here.
A 3-1 pitch.
Yes, sir.
Down low. So, first 2 runners on here in the bottom of the fourth as Wilkins draws a walk. Mays down to second.
Fielder, Jared
Horston.
He's a 3-hole hitter for Clay, and it's, you know, usually generally your 3-hole hitters can stick a little bit, Jace. So
Clay tries to get something going here. 2 runners on, nobody out. Horston struck out in the first. This ball fly down the right field line. Jadala on his way over, but it's out of play.
Look at that flag out in center field now, Jace. There's not doing nothing right now.
Yeah, it's just a dead.
Nice sunny day. It's heating up. Nice here in Toronto, Ohio.
Vince Lanker shaded to the right field side of second base. Pretty good. There's a huge gap between
Davis and Slanker. Left center gap is wide open, Jace.
And he talked about earlier, really not playing too deep either for the 3-hitter. 0-1 pitch. Ball hit the center field and played perfectly. Perfect. And what a shot from center field right to third baseman Slanker. The OU commit throws a laser as the runners hold for the first out of the inning.
He didn't even have to move, Jace. He was in the right center gap and didn't have to move for that line drive.
You're exactly right. It was a line drive right at him. Jace Kennedy now playing first.
That ball was hit well, Jace.
Kennedy struck out in the second, looking first and second, 1 out for the number 4 hitter. Ball inside.
Yeah, Kennedy, he was a starting pitcher. Moved over to first base now, Jace.
Yes. So, one out, first and second, bottom of the fourth here. The Hall of Famer Paul Zorney, Jason Jenkins, and Hall of Famer Dan Vogel.
You say his 30th year of softball coming up?
Yes. He is poised to take over as an all-time hits leader in the Steubenville Co-ed Softball League, taking over the #1 spot from the late, great tennis shoe Ernie Hollinger. Curveball hit down to second. On steps on second for one, on to first. So making up for the error was Prout there. And once again, played well. He was at second, right by second base, the shortstop. 6 unassisted. The second on to first to stop the inning there. So for Canfield, no runs. Or for Clay, no runs, no hits. 2 men left on via error and
No
walk.
runs, no hits, 1 left.
After 4.5, or at the end of 4, excuse me, it's Canfield 4, Clay nothing. We'll be back right after this.
There's nothing like the sound of a ball solidly hit off a wooden bat. At the Swearingen Bat Company, all bats are handcrafted for you. Their focus is on a player's specific needs. The perfect balance with a perfect handle should be a smooth extension to the batter. Visit the Swearingen Bat Company online at swearingenbaseball.com or look them up on Facebook. Get that perfect quality wooden bat handcrafted locally just for you. There are plenty of models for all levels of play, and they also make great gifts for your special player. You can even choose your own design right down to the specific color. Make sure you visit the Swearingen Bat Company today. Premium quality custom wooden bats, locally made. The Swearingen Bat Company is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
And we are back here in the top of the 5th. 4-0 Canfield, as they did a nice job there. Kay, finally got something started. Paul, get the first 2 runners on, had the 3-4 hitters up, and they worked their way out of it.
Coming in to pitch for Oregon Clay, number 9, Grady
Patelis,
Spears.
he got himself in a little bit of a jam there, but, was able to produce a nice ending double play. Get out of the trouble, Jace.
Grady Spears now will pitch. How are you doing, sir? For Oregon Clay. So he'll go back in where Barnes was. What's his name again?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we are back here. And we are joined by the head of PBR, Jordan Cairo. Here, Ohio Valley Sports Online wants to say thank you for having us here. And Jordan, just tell us what PBR is all about.
First of all, this place is awesome, man. What a facility. Never been here before. This is great. But basically, if I could keep it short and simple, what PBR is about is we're trying to create a platform for these athletes to show what they can do. Whether they have plans to get to the next level, that's kind of our ultimate goal, is to help them get there. But even if it's just creating a memory for a guy that just wants to play in high school, catching a double on film, just providing a platform for these athletes to show what they can do.
Yeah, I'm sure the kids, appreciate this greatly. How many of these do you do, during the spring baseball season here?
We'll have 8 weekends, and sometimes, we have another one going on right now. So our editor-in-chief, Dylan Hefflinger, does a great job putting all these together. He works hard. He's the guy that collects all the talent, all the teams. And, 8 weekends. So we got 2 going on today, one in Wapakoneta. I hope I'm saying that right. But
Leading off,
I didn't want
top of the 5th
to miss
for
a chance to
Canfield,
see
right fielder,
Red Knight Stadium for the first time. So I'm
Jadala.
glad I got to come out here.
Yes, and we greatly appreciate having you here, and hopefully you guys come back again and make this an annual thing.
Oh, for sure. You can already pencil that in. Well, actually, I don't make those decisions, but if it's up to me, absolutely.
As we talk about Spears on now to pitch for Clay, Zane Jadala on, who's struck out and then singled here in the 4th quickly 2-0. Far drive for you here, Zero?
Not terrible. I mean, I think it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes, but well worth it, especially starting off with a game like this, man. These are two really quality teams. I've gotten to see both of these teams quite a bit, and I wouldn't be surprised at all to see both these teams making a deep run into the tournament. Both are just so talented up the middle, too. Like this catcher back here for Clay, Hazuda, man, he's a brick wall today. Their shortstop's going to play in college. Center fielder's a really good player. And they have 3 collegiate-level arms, and then Canfield with Havrilla and Slanker in that lineup, man, both those dudes just mash. And then the guy on the mound right now started on the mound for them today, Patelis, is actually one of the best catchers in the state. So when he goes back there, he can really defend. So coming out and seeing this game to start off, you don't need much coffee to get you going in the morning.
Yes, what a game to start. And, heck, I was just wondering, is Patelis getting recruited as a pitcher because he is dealing against a very tough Oregon Clay team.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's incredibly athletic. Last year we were at a showcase, one of our elite showcases in the summer, and we needed a center fielder, and one of our center fielders got injured, and he went out there and tracked the ball down in left center field that not many players can do in the state, and he's supposed to be a catcher. So he's a big-time athlete, looks the part on the mound today, but he's really, really good behind the dish. So I'd be surprised at the next level if someone's willing to take him away from back there, but who knows with that athleticism.
Zane Jadala drew a leadoff walk here in the top of the 5th. Dylan Mancini, so far 0 for 2. He's grounded out to the pitcher and struck out looking in the 3rd.
This is an awesome setup you guys got back here. This is sweet. Oh, I'm good for right now. I'm good. I like running off the caffeine in the morning. I'll get up here around noon or so, I bet.
Yeah, and it makes for a long day, but like you said, when you have a great atmosphere, 4 games seems to be a little bit easier.
Oh, absolutely, man.
And once again, Paul, we talked about that earlier. What a great job they're doing. When that ball hits the dirt, they're not looking. I mean, I shouldn't say dirt, but tire. They're gone.
Yeah, they're reading it down. They're not even waiting. They're reading it down and they're gone. They're excellent job running the bases. They're making the most walks, hits, and they're getting in scoring position. Again, they get a walk. The guy, moves the second on a wild pitch, and the batter here is trying to move him over with a sacrifice bunt.
Jordan, you'll be here for all 4 games, correct?
Absolutely, man.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. That's awesome.
It's a blast, man, because we do a lot of the, obviously on the showcase side. In the winter, we're going pretty much every day out, seeing these guys show their just natural traits. But there's nothing like getting out here and seeing the competitive juices flowing in a game setting. Especially an event like this with an atmosphere like this, you get to see the passion of high school baseball, man. You can't beat it.
Mancini pops it up. Well, much appreciated. I'm sure, and the kids and players, are lucky to have a group like you to, showcase their talents. Paul, you needed that one back when you played. You might have been.
Yeah, PBR does a great job.
First baseman,
I'm on their site all the time. Looking around, seeing what's out there, and appreciate what they do. Promoting these kids, and they do a very nice job.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you guys for having me up here. We should do this again today.
Oh, yeah, maybe this afternoon.
Yeah.
I was joking about that. He's a 4-year starter for Kent State.
Oh.
So he did.
You could always tell. I knew he could play when he was that humble. The guys that tell you how good they were, typically,
exactly,
it's not the case. But thanks, fellas. I'll be back up here, one, because you guys are fun to talk to. We can talk more baseball, and 2, it's a lot more comfortable in here than it is down there.
And when you got to tell your guys down there, it's freezing up in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. If either one of them want to do this next, I'll be like, nah, man, I don't want to put you guys through that.
That's Jordan Cairo from PBR. Thank you very much, Jordan, and we'll talk to you a little bit later on this afternoon.
All right, thanks, fellas.
Appreciate it, guys. Coffee, pop, water? It'll go back down. You can get whatever you want. I'm good. Right before I came up here, I just chugged the rest of my coffee. I'm running low right now. Get up here a bit. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Stephen Mass checked the bat. He struck out twice so far. Dalla leading off second. And he draws a walk. First and second now. As Spears now on the mound. Oh, sorry, Paul.
I don't think I did that, Jace.
Now batting for Canfield, left fielder Jack Davis.
Playing third for Clay right now. Man, I missed that. It's number 11. Alex Sutton moves back over from the mound to third. Ball down low. Davis, the number 9 hitter, got on a hit here in the third and scored, and he walked in the fourth and scored. Or the second and the fourth, excuse me. So the number 9 hitter, 2 out of the 4 runs. Yeah. The first, he got a hit in the second inning. As Herrera throws down the second, got to give a shout out to our man, former bat boy Paulie from Soonville Post 33, Omar Swearingen, watching today.
I'm surprised he's not here. Omar, he likes his baseball. I'll tell you that. He's a good kid.
That ball hit over the second baseman's head for a base hit. The runners are going to have to hold though because not sure who's he going to catch that. And Davis is on again.
That's his third time up, third time on.
3 different ways. He got on by air in the first. That was happening in the second inning. Walked last inning and then singles this time.
Third baseman A.J. Havrilla.
And what a spot to be in as leadoff hitter A.J. Havrilla, the Marshall University commit, has also been all 3 times. Hit by pitch, double, and walked. So that ball gets away. And sprinting home is Jadala for the 5th run of the game. And the other 2 runners will move up quickly. A ball, no strike.
This game can get away from Clay here in a hurry if they don't start making some plays here, Jace.
Second and third, 1-ball pitch, 2-0. The Clay Eagles out of Toledo. And the Canfield Cardinals right up the road here off of Route 11. 2-0 pitch.
Ball's ripped to
that
left.
Ball's hit deep to left field. It's going to be over left fielder's head. 1 runner's in. Here comes Davis on his way home. Havrilla in there with a 2 RBI double. There's now 7-0 Canfield. He crushed that one, Paul.
That's the second double of the game, Jace. I think for his first double, he hit it deep down the right field line.
Yes.
This one, he hit in the gap here, using the whole field.
1 out for Ethan Prout.
Shortstop, Ethan Prout.
He's got 2 hits and 3 RBIs, does Havrilla. That ball's high.
Prout, he's 0 for 0 on the day.
You're right.
2 walks on a sacrifice bunt in the first.
It's interesting to hear Patelis is one of the best catchers in this state.
Wow, yeah. And can play center field. What an athlete. He's coming out here throwing a gem.
2-0.
For Canfield.
Clay have someone else down warming up down the right field line here in the 5th. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the 4th, and 3 so far here in the 5th. And still going with a runner on second, 1 out. 3-0.
I mean, Spears, he's not missing bad. It just, it's not getting in there, but it's, he's around the plate.
Three 3-1 pitch. Comes back with the strike now. 3-1 to Prout. Nebrillo off a second. There comes a pitch. That ball skied down the right field line. It's going to be a foul ball. Good hustle there by all three players. First baseman Kennedy, right fielder Horston, and Gallagher from second. Just couldn't reach it.
Spears doing a nice job getting himself, back in the count here. He fell behind 3-0. Now he's got count. He works it to full count here. If you're Clay and you're Spears out there, you need this out right here.
Thank you once again to our great sponsors that help and provide this special VIP PBR Classic here on Ohio Valley Sports Online. Fall ball out of play off the right side once again. Just going over the sponsors quickly. Apollo Pro Cleaning, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Morcino Enterprise, Capital Recovery Systems, Tri-State Security with the Heinman family. I'll get the rest after this pitcher. 3-2 pitch to Ethan Prout. And he hits that one right back to the pitcher, and they're going to double him off easy. That was a laser. Excellent job by Spears. Turns and throws to second to end the inning. But 2 more hits, 3 more runs for Canfield in the 5th. After 4.5, Canfield 7.
3 runs,
Clay
2 hits,
nothing.
nobody
We'll be
left.
back.
And
Bottom of the 5th after
4.5.
this.
It is Canfield 7, Oregon Clay nothing.
This high school event is brought to you by AT&T on Sunset via the AT&T wireless network. Remember, don't text and drive, it can wait. AT&T on Sunset is a proud sponsor of this high school event. Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
So you're driving the kids to school and you have to turn up the radio just to drown out the horrible sound your car's making. Who knows what you need? You're driving along without a care in the world. Then you notice the engine light comes on. Who knows what you need? You dread having to stop at red lights because your car sounds like it's screaming in pain. Who knows what you need? Napa Auto Care Center in Wintersville knows what you need. They're an established and reputable shop. They know engines, transmissions, brakes, alignments, and anything else your vehicle needs. They know what you need. Do you need the number? 740-346-2120. You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction projects, whether it's commercial or residential. Make Fort Steuben Maintenance your first call. You can rely on them to be the experts when it comes to roofing, concrete, plumbing, carpentry, just about any job that needs done. Fort Steuben Maintenance, they're fully licensed and bonded and will even give you a free estimate. Fort Steuben Maintenance. You want the number? 740-283-4890.
Leading off.
And we're back here, bottom of the 5th. 7-0.
Alex
Canfield
Sutton.
Cardinals. Alex Sutton batting, facing Michael Patelis.
Yeah, Clay, they were able to manage a few base runners last inning, but couldn't do nothing with them.
Yeah, they're now facing 5-6 Sutton. Sutton, Stager, and Kazuda. Paulie Clay still looking for the first hit of the game.
Yeah.
They were finally able. We were to put the ball, a couple hard hit balls. Patelis still
Patelis still dealing. Yeah, he's for a catcher slash center fielder pitcher. He's doing an excellent commanding. His fastball and curveball. He's doing a great job.
Yes, he did. Throw down at first. Excuse me. He gets a strike out there. Sutton for their first out
Left
here in the
fielder
5th.
Ethan Stagger.
Strikeout number 8 for Patelis. Ethan Stagger. Strikeout victim in the 2nd. He fouls that one off.
You know, that helps the defense, Jace. When you got a pitcher out there throwing strike after strike, you know, the infielders can stay on their toes and they're staying alert, you know, because he's pumping strikes in there. You know, so that helps the defense out tremendously. Works ahead of the count here. 2 strikes, no balls.
Nice waste pitch there. Call goes to 1 and 2. As the Canfield Cardinals putting on a great display so far here for the PBR Classic. 2 and 2, nice discipline there by Stager.
Bottom of 5, 7-0 Canfield, Jace. It's gonna be tough for Clay to come back, but you know they're a good ball team, and you never count them out. That's for sure.
It works from 0-2 to 3-2 with Stager. Is it starting to warm up here, Paulie?
Making Patelis work a little bit here.
3-2 pitch. Ball 4 worked the way to a walk. Bringing up Brandon Hazuda, the catcher.
Catcher, Brandon Hazuda.
You got a full count there, you know, and he came with a curveball that snapped in the dirt. You know, that's a pretty risky pitch. 4-0, I think, you know, you got to challenge him. We're 7-0, I'm sorry. You got to challenge him here, I think, Jace.
I agree with you. Go right at him, you know. Hazuda flew out back in the 3rd. And that ball gets away. And down the 2nd, races Stager. Yeah, you're right, up 7-0. You know, I would say, you know, hey, let's go at him, get out of here.
You know, maybe he feels comfortable throwing that, you know, curveball for a strike. You know, that might be, you know, his pitch. Or, you know. Now he's falling behind here too. No, Hazuda.
Fastball inside. And nobody warming up down in the Canfield pen yet. Coach Nidal showing great faith. Spin pickoff move it back in easily. Is Stager. It's Clay still looking for their first hit and trying to get on the board here. Ball shortstop easily filled it on to first. It's Prout. It's a mass check. Route number 1. Route number 2, excuse me. That'll bring up Vinny Gallagher, who struck out.
Second baseman, Vinny Gallagher.
Yeah, Prout did a nice job. Ball was hit hard to him, stayed in front, set his feet, made a good throw.
Not worried about the runner going to 3rd, of course. So they do have a runner on 3rd here, though, Polly, with 2 outs. Gallagher, ground ball to short. Fielded by Stricko on to 1st. So once again.
That's second base.
On to 1st. Second baseman on to 1st.
Second baseman.
Yeah.
No runs, no hits, 1 left. End of 5. It's Canfield 8.
Canfield 7.
I'm sorry, 7.
Clay, nothing. We'll be back after these messages.
This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, your connection to Ohio Valley Sports. Listen anywhere in the world from any connected device, smartphone, tablets, iPads, and computers. Ohio Valley Sports Online brings you live game action from the guys with over 50 years in radio sports broadcasting.
The Steubenville Bakery has the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley. They're open Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It's been a tradition since 1937. They are located at 525 South Street. That's Steubenville Bakery, the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley.
The Target Shop has all your fall sports needs. Shop local and get all your school spirit gear, fan wear, and everyday apparel. Support your locally owned Target Shop. The Target Shop offers new designs weekly. Stop in soon.
This game is brought to you by Express Wash Touchless Car Wash on Sunset and Express Care Car Wash in Wintersville. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whatever your schedule, you can be sure to get your vehicle clean at either of these two convenient locations. Car cleaning made easy. Express Wash and Express Care Car Wash, proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Top of the sixth, Caden Wright, the new pitcher for Oregon Clay Senior. And he will face Ben Slacker, Michael Patelis, and Logan Kayevic.
Caden Wright, he looks like he's about 6'3", 6'4", left-hander out there, Jace.
Yeah, they got some size, both teams.
Yeah.
Leading off for Canfield, center fielder Ben Slanker.
Slanker struck out, flew out to right, and then singled to right. Got a lefty on too, is Rife.
Big curveball. Is that a curveball, Jace? Looked like a big curveball first pitch.
You know, and you know, it's nice. People don't realize when you have a size difference of, you know, Division I school, Oregon Clay, that's about 4 arms with all heat. You know, and none of them pitched yesterday against Toronto. You know.
They got a lot of pitchers to choose from.
Right. I mean, that's the one huge difference. People, you know, a smaller school, you may have 1 or 2. You know, like you pitch for Steubenville Central, you're one of the best pitchers in the state, but you didn't have 4 arms like this that you were, you know.
Rife, he fell behind 2-0, comes back with a high fastball, and then a nice curveball, drops right on the outside corner for strike number 2. He evens the count in a hurry, Jace.
2-2 to Slanker, a single and 2 RBIs. Slanker's got some nice eyes too, Paul. The big lefty is heading to Ohio University, home of Mike Florak. Folks, after this game, until at 12:30, Toronto Red Knights taking on Akron Norton. And we talked about it before. The very disciplined, not chasing. You know, there's two strikes, not panicking.
Yeah, very disciplined team at the plate, that's for sure.
Ball 4.
The lefty on lefty matchup. He draws a walk here, Jace.
Pitcher Michael Patelis.
Michael Patelis coming to the plate. Here in the 6th inning, as a 7-0, looking to try to attack home more. Patelis, line drive right to the second baseman, on to first, and he gets back in there.
Yeah, Patelis, he's hitting the ball well. He had an RBI single in the 1st inning. And there it is, a bat against the big lefty Rife. Hits one line drive to second baseman.
Yeah, that ball was hit pretty hard here, Molly.
Is that Gallagher? Is Gallagher still out there? Is that him?
Designated hitter, Logan.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Pitch to Kayevic down low. Bottom or top of the 6-7-0. Canfield. Throw over to first. First one all day, Paulie.
Yeah. Lefty's looking right at him there. Rife, he's a senior there for Clay. Gonna throw over again.
Kayevic has walked, grounded out to first, and grounded out to short.
Slanker out to a nice lead, not as big as the early innings, but he's still got a nice lead.
There's a line drive single between short and third for Kayevic. He's got a base hit. And I don't know what happened there. I went to right into single. Something happened. All the runners moved up, Paul. What happened, Mark? Yeah. Nice try once again. Canfield very alert. As A.D. Farrell says, they missed a cutoff, man, and they just kept going.
Very good base runners. Canfield are solid all the way around. Jay's playing good defense,
Right fielder,
good
Zane
pitching.
Jadala.
Their 7th hit of the game.
They're a well-rounded baseball team.
Zane Jadala's struck out, walked, or singled and walked. Nice pitch on the outside corner. 1-1. Runners at second, third. Canfield with Clay with everybody up.
Got to shut off the runs, Jace.
That's Canfield tries. Nice job, Pete. Nice piece of hitting by Zadala, sitting on the curveball. Excellent shot though from right fielder Horston. But Zane sat on the curveball, probably, and drilled it.
Yeah, the curveball hung a little bit, and he made him pay for it. 1 RBI.
One RBI,
yeah.
Catcher, Dylan Mancini.
Slanker scores. Okay, back to third. Dylan Mancini now 0 for 3. 8-0. 8th hit for the game for the Canfield Cardinals.
Caden Rife, the big lefty, he's throwing some quality pitching, and Canfield staying in there, and battling him, getting a good pitch to hit, and they're
ball outside.
Getting the job done.
Yeah, very impressive the way he sat on that curveball, took it to right field.
Good piece of hitting.
Paul, as a coach, up 8-0, first and third. Are you still running here?
Well, Jace, there's a lot into this, you know what I mean? They're getting ready to leave the Myrtle. I don't know if the 10 rules in effect in this game or not, but, anytime you can cut down innings, save some pitching, and, you still want to be sportsmanlike, but,
right.
You want to try to end this game as quick as you can. If the 10 rule runs in effect, I'm not sure if it is or not, but, right now, the Cardinals are staying put at first base.
Yes. And I don't think 8-0's, bad sportsmanship. I mean, like you said, you want to try to get to 10, maybe, score a little bit higher, but fly ball fouled out.
I always thought, I never took it personal when teams were running with the big league. It's my job, my team, to get the outs.
Right.
I'm not going to depend on Canfield to, get themselves out. Clay's got to do it on their own here.
2-2 pitch down in the dirt. Full count. And once again, we talked about just the great job that Canfield has done back there. Very strict, very disciplined. Full count pitch. There he goes. Ball 4 outside. So they are juiced now for Steven Maschek. He struck out, and walked.
Pinch hitting for Canfield, number 35, David Murphy.
David Murphy is a sophomore, Paul, and he's a big one.
Ooh, takes a big cut there. Can't come up with it.
See pinch hits for Maschek. Ball low, 1-1. He's got some size to him.
Oh, boy.
Man.
He took a healthy cut on the first pitch, that's for sure.
2-1. Kovic on third. Jadala on second. Mancini on first.
Now we're up a pinch runner there, Jace, for Mancini.
Pinch running for Canfield, number 16, Sean Harrington.
Sean Harrington a run for Mancini. Three and one. That's right.
Walks an RBI here, Jace.
A big sophomore getting a bat here. Only the 4th game for Canfield. And here it is, Paulie. He picks up an RBI.
RBI walk.
Making it 9-0. And Jack Davis, the number 9 hitter, has been on all
Left
3 times.
fielder Jack
Scored
Davis.
3 runs.
Lefty on lefty matchup here.
Jack on the second, steps on the bag, and he's safe at first, which is huge. Davis was moving down the line, Paulie.
Wow.
Because that's huge. If they get the double play, it's 9-0. But with that run scoring, it's 10-0 here.
Yeah, Davis hit the ball hard, but Galler made a nice play. Just wasn't in time with the throw to get Davis, like you said, and it cost him another run.
Now I'll go back to the top of the order to A.J. Avrella.
Third baseman A.J. Havrilla.
Who's just been absolutely torture on Clay today. Hit by pitch, double, walked, and another double. 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. 1-0 quickly. 2-0. First and third. 2 outs here at top of the 6th. And it's been all Canfield.
Very impressive.
Three and 0.
Yeah, they're all aspects of the game: defense, pitching, hitting, base running. I mean, it's well-coached team here, Jace. We're getting to watch.
3-1, 3-0. Taking all the way right down the middle. 3-1 now. I think Cavrella's gonna he'll take a big hack if that pitch is in the same spot. Nice pitch.
curveball.
Yeah,
Nice
3-1
curveball.
curveball. The outside corner.
Rafe has to make a big pitch here.
Full count at runner first will be going. And there's another hit for A.J. Havrilla. Davis trips and falls as he rounds second, so he'll have to go back. But Harrington will score run number 11. RBI number 4 for A.J. Havrilla.
Shortstop Ethan Prout.
First and second. Prout takes a strike.
Yeah, Canfield's, they're doing a good job this inning, but, Caden Wright, he's a good pitcher, too. He's, like I said, he's a tall lefty, and he's throwing some good pitches.
That's a little bleeder in the right. He's going to get the hit. Here comes a throw to the plate, and he's not in time. Excellent hustle by Davis. Run number 5 of the inning. Paul just putting the ball in play.
Yeah, he didn't hit it hard. He hit it in the right spot, Good piece of hitting.
Center fielder Ben Slanker.
And Slanker, who led the inning off with a walk and scores back up.
Pitch gets away, Jace.
As that ball gets away. Proud on the second. Havrilla in to score. 13-0 here in a 6-run 6. We talk about, Paul, this is no slouch team they're playing either.
No. Sometimes, Clay's just having an off day a little bit here. Things, didn't go right for him. They had guys in scoring position and couldn't come up with a hit. Hit the ball actually hard that inning, just right at him. If that ball gets in a gap here, the game's changed, and it's just the way baseball is.
Yep. Hardest thing to do in any sport there is. He fights the curveball off. 2-2. 2-2 ball hit
in the hole.
In the hole. They hold the runner up at third. The slacker with another
Pitcher,
hit.
Michael Patelis.
That'll bring up Patelis. No, slacker did. The guy on first did. First and third here. 2 outs. As Canfield is just opening it up and taking total control. 13-0. 11 hits.
Patelis, he was the first one with the RBIs, Jason, the first inning. You know, like we said, he was the starting pitcher for Canfield. We said, you know, help yourself, and he did. And they haven't looked back since.
You're exactly right, Paulie. And he'll be looking to throw a no-hitter here in the bottom of the sixth. There's another St. I single. Patelis between short and third. $14-0.
No.
That's what Paulie was saying earlier. They get a pinch runner now.
Designated hitter, Logan Kayabeck.
You know, Caden Rife, you know, I guarantee he could probably shut out most teams. You know, most teams with his stuff he has, you know.
9, Jamison Beck.
He throws the ball well.
Beck will run for Tellis. There's a ball off the third baseman. When it rains, it pours. Beck will be safe. Mo watching. Norton.
Bases are loaded. For the
right fielder, Zane Jadala.
For Zane Jadala up. The bases loaded. 2 outs. Score 14-0. The bottom of the sixth here. Canfield Cardinals are opening up a can, if you know what I mean. Ball ripped up the middle. Fielded by shortstop. Steps on second for out number 3.
And we will go to the bottom of the sixth. A 7-run, 6th inning, 14-0 Canfield. And Patelis will look to try to end the game here. We'll be back right after a word from our sponsors.
This game is brought to you by Express Wash Touchless Car Wash on Sunset and Express Care Car Wash in Wintersville. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whatever your schedule, you can be sure to get your vehicle clean at either of these 2 convenient locations. Car cleaning made easy. Express Wash and Express Care Car Wash is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
When you need electrical work for your home or business, you need it done right the first time. The IBEW provides professional electrical contractors and tradesmen that undergo extensive training and apprenticeships to ensure the best service and safety for your electrical needs. Our quality jobs in the community fuel our economy with quality workmanship. We're your International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we are trained to electrify.
Ohio Motor Group has 3 locations, Steubenville, Bridgeport, and St. Clairsville. Let Ohio Motor Group show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car. They believe in fair pricing, superior service, and treating every customer right. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find a car that is fit for your budget. Ohio Motor Group, with 3 locations to serve you. Check them out right now, ohiomotorgroup.com. Find your next ride.
Rife will lead off for Oregon Clay, looking to get a hit.
Leading off for Oregon Clay, the pitcher, number 21, Caden Rife.
As Michael Patelis looking to complete. He's got no hits here through
5.
We got a pinch hitter. Who was that? Michael Eversman on deck. Patelis still dealing.
You said Rife, the big lefty, also bats from the left side. He's, I don't know, Jace, he looks like he's about 6'2" down there.
Yeah. Ooh, nice pitch there, just a little bit low. 2-1. After this game, it'll be the Toronto Red Knights, the host, taking on Akron Norton. Foul fly popped up. Second baseman Gallagher calling everybody off. Not Gallagher. That's
Stricko?
Stricker. Tanner
Stricker.
Stricko. Out number 1.
Pinch hitting for Oregon Clay, number 22, Michael Eversman.
Eversman now.
Okay.
Ball inside. Thank you once again, our great sponsors, for helping us put on this event. Outside corner, he's still hitting his spots here, Paulie, in the 6th.
Yeah, Patelis, he's been dialed in, and nothing's changed here in the bottom of the 6th. He's dialed in.
Beautiful curveball there.
Eversman takes a nice hack at it, just couldn't get it, Jace.
Eversman, another senior. That's what we talk about, once again, a program in Division I. You see a lot of seniors coming off the bench. Fouled that one off.
3-2. Yeah. You know, Clay just having a bad day, like we said, Jason, and it happens sometimes in baseball. You know, the good thing about baseball, you know, you're not going to have to wait a week to get back on the field and redeem yourself. And, you know, sometimes this 14-0, if it happens then like it, sometimes it's better than a 2-1 heartbreaker, you know.
Exactly.
Here, you know, it's the guys that didn't go our way, let's regroup and get ready, you know, for next game, you know. You don't got to wait that whole week to get back at it and correct your mistakes, or, you know. And I'm not even saying that Clay had a lot of mistakes, you know. They just, you know, sometimes you need breaks, and Clay did not get any breaks today.
He's a good pitcher.
And that's, you know, partly because Michael Patelis is, you know, doing an excellent job out there on the mound for Canfield.
Strikeout number 9. You know, and you know, when I coached my girls in a game like this, it might have been,
Clay, number
you know,
6,
we'd lose a big game like this. I'd say, you know what's great for girls? Doesn't matter if it's 35-0 or 1-0. It's only one game. It's the same.
Sam Thatcher comes in, Jace, to pinch hit. He's also another senior here, you know.
And he starts him out with a curveball strike.
Coach Phillips, he's getting these guys some at bats here, getting some new faces out there.
1-1, 9 strikeouts for Patelis. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't say enough, you know, about Canfield Cardinals here. They come out here and had an excellent game today.
Beautiful location on the outside corner with the fastball.
And, you know, we know Clay's, you know, they're not slouches, you know, because they beat a very, very good Toronto team yesterday. So, you know, they're by no means are they slouches. They're just having a bad day. There's number 10, Jace.
And that should do it. Strikeout number 10, no hitter through
3 up, 3 down. That's the ball game.
6th inning, no hitter.
Canfield
finishes 14 hits on 14 runs on 12 hits with 1 error.
14 runs, 12 hits,
Clay,
1 error.
No runs, no hits, and 2 errors. That'll
hits,
do it for
2
game
errors.
1 here in the Toronto PBR Classic. This first game brought to you by our special sponsors, Apollo Pro Cleaning, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Marcino Enterprises, Capital Recovery Systems, Tri-State Security, and the Hyman family, Cedar One Realty, Steubenville Bakery, Swearingen Bat Company, Straub Automotive, Electrico, Anthony Mining with the Carpellotti family, Ohio Motor Group, M&M Hardware, Tudor's Biscuit World, IBEW Local 246, Factory Finish Detailing, Riley Petroleum, Guida Law Office, Windfall Fundraising, Express Car Care, and Express Car Wash. That's game 1, folks. Be back here in probably about 20 minutes to a half hour with game 2. The Hall of Famer Paul Zorni, Jason Jenkins, and Dan Vogel. We'll be back in a little bit, folks.